follow us on our journey as we search for people that went after their dreams
and became the character in their own movie.
It all started when my dad met my mom at the club. They did not have me, but this podcast is kind of crazy.
This is The Hassle of Hair. Hi guys, welcome back to The Hassle of Hair, episode 53.
Today we got Jacob. I forgot the camera's there. Today we got Jacob, manager at the movie theaters and local Los Banos martial artist who trains basically every day in the morning with me. Tries to train every day in the morning.
Try to.
I've known Jacob for, it's weird.
Good couple years now. Huh?
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's been 2 years. Just make sure you're.
Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
good?
you're good. You can bring it closer to you if you want.
Mic check. 1,
Yeah.
2.
As long as like you're in front of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I brought him on because the movie theaters is opening in Los Banos. So we have a movie theater now, right?
Well, we've had
Yeah.
a movie theater, it just closed because of COVID.
Yeah. And let's just hope it stays open. You know, with all this COVID and whatnot,
Yeah.
let's just hope it stays. You know, people are keeping clean and sanitizing and all
Well,
that.
the last time you came on, I wanted to promote the movie theaters because I wanted everybody to go get snacks because you guys were open for snacks.
Yeah.
And then the week that you come on, you guys closed down.
Pretty much. Like
Yeah.
right when it was about to. It was that week too, huh?
Yeah.
It was that. It was like that
same.
same. It was that week. Yeah. After the 4th of July, and it was so dead, and shoot, we left early. It was like no one's coming, and after
Really?
that, yeah, I just got the call and said, just stay closed. So.
But I think now people are ready. Like, I'm ready. I want popcorn. I want a soda. I want to sit down for a movie.
I was excited when I seen him at the gym. I was like, you guys are opening? He's like, yeah, Friday. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what movies you guys gonna have?
And what movies are you guys gonna have?
Well, no. Let's see. Me look on my phone. I had to look on it.
I thought that's what you were
I was like,
doing.
yeah, no, I did. Yeah, because I don't know them by heart. I tried
Yeah.
getting Tenet, but we're not getting Tenet. Hopefully, we do. I told my boss because, everybody wants to see new movies, and it's been a few months.
What is
Yeah.
it?
Tenet, it's that one off Christopher Nolan. You know, like he did like Interstellar and what's the other one he did? Batman: The Dark Knights. He did all the Dark
Yeah.
Knights.
Okay.
So, and this is one of
a
those.
scary
Those
movie?
it's like a mind-blowing supernatural.
like
Not
those.
supernatural, but
Sci-fi.
like sci-fi kind of thing.
Interstellar was sci-fi,
Yeah.
but suspenseful sci-fi.
Why do I feel like I know these, but I don't remember them?
It's like those science fiction ones that like I rewatch them. I got my girl to watch them with me because she hasn't seen any of them. So I was like, you gotta watch Interstellar. What's the other one where they follow each other's dreams with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, Inception.
Inception. Yeah, that one. That's the one he did. So Tenet's supposed to be like time travel kind of thing. You know, you reverse time and I don't know. I don't know how it is, but the trailer looked nice and I haven't seen the reviews on it, but I was hoping we'd get it because I told my boss, we need nothing but new movies now. But we're not getting it yet, so hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for the movies coming out, I know we're going to replay Coco. We're going to play Coco for a Halloween kind of vibe.
Uh-huh.
Hocus Pocus, that one
Yes.
coming out. $5 a ticket for both those. The New Mutants, that one is like a Marvel. It's a Marvel movie. Kind of like
I think I
X-Men.
heard it
Yeah,
before.
I've heard of that too. I've heard of
Yeah.
that.
Unhinged. I think that's supposed to be a scary movie.
Unhinged.
But I'm not
I
sure.
think it is. I think it's scary.
Like
yeah.
something like that, huh?
Yeah.
And then War with Grandpa, I think that's a comedy, like a children's comedy. I thought it was supposed to be rated
this
R.
Friday? All
Yeah.
this Friday? Oh man, they're coming out the gate.
Yeah, well, my boss asked me too, like, well, what do you think we should play? And I was like, well, it has to be some new stuff, cause, what else are we gonna have coming out the rest of the year? So, I mean, I don't know. I know things will come more at the end of the month that were already scheduled, as long as the counties stay open and whatnot.
Yeah.
So until then, we'll see how this week goes, and then for Halloween until Christmas, and Wonder Woman is supposed to be coming out in November. So I mean,
I'm
just the
excited
bigger
to see
movies.
that one.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that one, and then I think they're already planning a part 3 or something like that. So if they're doing that kind of stuff and it's hyped up, I'll buy it. Let's see what's up. So
Before we start, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors, La Gloria Panderia, 1978. Best tres leches in town, Papi Chulo cheesecake, flan.
You say papi chulo?
Raquel's favorite thing on there is the flan.
Oh,
And
the flan, yeah, it's hella good.
really good conchas. Check them out, guys. La Gloria Panderia 1978 on Instagram.
Tell me saying it wrong.
What?
I don't even think Jacob speaks
Was
Spanish.
it flan?
No.
No,
I was like, because you said flan.
Panderia.
Pandaria?
Yeah, how do you say it?
But it has
Panadaria.
It has
Panadaria.
so it's P-A-N-A.
Do you speak
Pan-
Spanish?
Pandaria. Barely.
Panaderia.
Yeah, see, he's barely speaks
But I
Spanish.
have the accent a little bit, but when it comes to like
Jacob's
certain
Filipino.
words,
What are you talking about?
nah. You know, it's crazy. Everyone says that shit. Yeah. That's funny.
No, Jacob's a martial artist. He's been on before, guys. You guys know.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk. So you guys are opening Friday. You guys are just at night or in the morning?
I would say like
Normal?
midday kind of thing. Like so, it'd be like we're starting slow with the hours because of like payroll and stuff, you know. And so and plus to see how it's gonna turn out, especially coming this weekend.
I can tell you, there's probably gonna be a lot of kids there.
I hope. Well, I hope like we have a good crowd. Like I already posted like because they just posted the new post today, so I already posted like on all the community pages out here for Los Banos and
Do
Hollister.
people message on it though? Like, have you guys been getting? Because before you guys were getting like people posting like rude comments, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, that's what you said last
Right?
time.
Dude, and it's like bite my tongue every time.
You tell me, I'll go on there. I'll say something
Dude,
real quick.
well, someone did it. That last one I posted one I think last week or like a handful of days ago.
Yeah.
And some dude posted saying
Your
like
voice
you know.
carries, that's why, huh?
Okay. No, but like that like he posted something like, well, you know, typical comment, you know, well, you can grab your stuff at home, half this stuff streaming and popcorn stuff at home, and it's like, yeah, you're talking like how every negative Nancy would be, you know, just a negative person.
Yeah.
And you'll have someone already backing it up like, well, what if we want movie theater popcorn? Or what if we just want that feeling to sit in a chair on the big screen, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it ain't no 65-inch, but it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, you know, so far no one said nothing with it yet, but I posted on like some of the community pages, Hollister, that one's going with good comments, you know. Everyone's more of a moviegoer over there than here. And when I noticed that when I moved over here, so like I tried to push that like kind of moviegoer sense, like how they opened the bowling alley and they didn't take advantage of that kind of thing, you know, like when you
Yeah.
got activities to do here in town. Sometimes people don't take advantage of that
I think
stuff.
people just want to go out of town though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't want to stay in town.
But I'm not like that. I want to stay in town.
I like it out
I don't
here.
like traveling. I want to stay in town, and I want things to do in town.
First of all, you're lying because you were just planning to do something every weekend out of town.
Yeah, out of town because there's nothing to do here. No, I'm saying I wish there was more stuff to do here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, bowling was here. We didn't take advantage of it.
I went like 5 times.
Yeah.
How many times did you go? Once?
Once. Yeah.
The bowling, I mean, I was on bowling leagues every Tuesday, so we had a good little thing going. Just grab a pitcher of beer and just bowl all night, so that was cool.
Did you know my brother, Freddie Diaz? Dang, I just threw his last
Not-
name out there. Too. Well, they know my last name. But I think he bowled like a 270.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So
Over
that-
there at the bowling alley?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I think my highest
Nobody
was...
cares. No, I was kidding.
Because I got the glove on, so yeah, you know how...
What's that
Who's
movie
bowling?
where they bowl?
Oh, Kingpin.
Is it?
Yeah, Kingpin. You ever watch Kingpin?
Uh-uh.
You've never watched Kingpin with the guy from Hunger Games. What's the name?
Woody Allen?
Yeah, Woody Woody.
Oh, I know the movie
Allen,
you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
With Woody Allen and then the dad from National Lampoon's.
is
No, Woody Harrelson.
Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson. I was
Woody
like, wait, is
Allen.
it Woody
Well,
Allen?
No.
Woody Harrelson. There we go. I was just
Close.
thinking right before you said it too.
No, but that's what I want to get into. What's your favorite movie? I mean, you're around movies all the time. What's your favorite movie?
That's crazy. You know, okay.
Wait, I want to say
I've-
something. When you guys have a premiere, you better invite us because I know you can invite family and stuff.
I could try. I'll try to pull some nowadays. You know, I'll try to pull some. Cause
They're hurting. What are you talking?
They
No,
let
no, like,
them see
we'll be
the
able to-
movie.
Theaters
No,
is
but
hurting.
the movie theater lets them see it like before like they put it out there, right?
Yeah, but we're trying to give
Don't
them.
lie, Jacob.
Oh, like yeah, I can get family in to watch a movie and stuff.
No,
Yeah,
not
like a
like
premiere
that.
kind of thing, like a day, like
Don't they do it for just like employees where like you could bring
a
someone?
guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Cause if my girl still works there,
If
so
he
I
doesn't
could
want to
bring her.
go, then me and Eva will
Hey,
go.
Yeah, because we'll do premieres for some movies. I mean, well, the way we're starting right now is very, very slow. So, I mean, we're not going to have all the employees that we had before. Like,
many-
they're going to come back, but
How
just
many
in time.
employees did you guys have though?
Shit, probably like 20-something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, are you
I
gonna be
didn't even
doing?
see that much, honestly.
Oh, I mean, not everyone's working that day. They're all scheduled,
Oh, okay.
throughout the week and stuff. And if it's slow, we send them home, or I'll try to go home.
Were you guys ever slow though? Like not.
Oh, I'm trying to
including-
make
not
sure you guys
including COVID though. Like, were you guys ever slow?
Yeah, we'd have our very slow days. Like right before, even before COVID, I know once I came out here, business was a lot slower than Hollister. And just during holiday seasons is when it picks up, or during October, scary
Yeah.
movies. Like it's weird how like when you go to Hollister, you have moviegoers that they'll watch anything, and then you come out here, they have preferences. So they like to see action movies, horror movies, and maybe love movies. Couple movies or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like over there, business is pretty good to where, they'll have like independent movie days. So every Wednesday would be like an independent movie that's not big on the screen, but it's good enough to bring over to
okay.
play. And because you'll have a lot of older people that are into that stuff.
Yeah.
Oscar season, they'll bring movies that we didn't see on the big screen. So when you're watching Oscars, you're like, what? Like I didn't know this movie got nominated, but it's because it was just low budget, but it made its way to the bigger.
Just selected theaters.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, selective theaters. And if it does better, they'll move it on from there, or bring it out a little bit later than it normally did. So,
Got it.
yeah, stuff like that.
I think I was talking to you about that'd be sick if they had like a festival, a movie festival.
Is that what you asked him?
Yeah, he did. He brought it up today or the other day. Yes.
Yesterday.
Is it yesterday?
I was like the music festival for. Well, the
Why
only
did I
reason.
feel like you asked somebody else that?
No, I asked him because there are people like I keep on like that dude always. I'm always naming him. Gabe, the guy that does the video for Strike.
Oh,
did the
okay.
Commercial.
Uh-huh.
Like he wants to become a director. There's the risk takers. They all do like they're photographers and directors and all that stuff. But they make videos. It'd be cool to have like a competition. But I don't know.
That's like in the long run, because you would have to
Yeah.
bring people from all over, not just here, but like the valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have to bring people from like Fresno or even like the Bay Area. Like if they did like like the Sundance Festival. I think that's what it's
I
called.
think that's what he's
Yeah.
probably talking
Yeah,
about.
right.
That kind of that style.
Yeah, so okay, now I see what you mean with that. I was like, festival? You're trying to play like a whole thing?
No.
No, but if it was like local work or something, or like I told you, like some people had, all right, for example, like we had a dude
How much to have the hassle of hair on the screen? I'm just kidding.
on the big screen, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Can you imagine?
No.
But no, we had this one time, I forgot what the movie was called, but it had to do with the serial killer. And the director was local.
He made us spit on his cheek.
I just spilled ice on my. my
I
face.
think
Yeah,
everybody can see it from the camera
Yeah,
too.
but the people listening,
Oh.
more people listen than watch.
Nah, fucking.
Well, what happened? It was a serial
No,
killer.
yeah, no, it took place in like Vegas or something, but they filmed it in Holster. And the director, whoever made that movie, came over and asked like my boss, like, "Hey, is it cool if I have like a special movie day for a limited crowd?" This was years ago, and it was on Netflix too. Actually, it was like
Oh,
a
really?
movie that went straight to Netflix or something. And I could tell the diners they filmed in, like, oh shit, they filmed here in Hollister, And apparently it was a true story too. I forgot the name of the movie, but it had to do with like Reno. Never mind, The Man from Reno. That's what the movie's called.
Try not to bang on it. It
Oh.
like picked up all of it. All I heard was this.
You're like, bam,
Oh,
bam.
no. But the Man from Reno, I think it's called. If you look that up, and that was filmed in Hollister, and we had like not like a
I
special
didn't know
day.
that.
Yeah, I didn't know either. It was like I was just like I never heard of the dude, but like they had like a little a special event going on for the people who came in and watched it.
The
So they
Man
do stuff
from
like
Reno.
that.
The Man from Reno, Central Valley 209.
Pretty sure. I think it is what it's called. Let me look that up real quick.
See, this is where I need a producer.
Shot.
I always try to
Why?
get Isabel to sit down here and watch it with
Nobody
us.
wants to
so
sit
she
down
could do
here
that.
for an hour while you talk.
They were doing it in the beginning.
Are they like nervous to?
No,
No,
they just
they're
have other
tired.
things to do. They
Dude,
don't want to
Isabel
sit
works
here.
out. Isabel works out 6 hours a day. She's dead by the time she gets
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. She goes like 3 or 4
It's
hours
crazy
in the
'cause-
morning and then at night.
Isabel's gonna be like a pro fighter, and then we're just gonna be doing podcasts, like
Talking about our good old days.
Yeah,
and shit.
we're gonna be talking about movies. Like, you're gonna come on for like the 5th time. Isabel's gonna be training like crazy. We're gonna like, hey, dude, like talking about movies and not doing shit. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's all I grew up. I grew up watching. Like, I didn't have cable as a kid growing up, so like me and my cousin would just have VHS and just play movies all day.
Did you have 3 or 4 movies recorded on one VHS?
No, not like that.
My parents used to record pay-per-views, or they used to go to the flea market and get
Like the bootleg version.
Not really bootleg. They would record the pay-per-views
Uh-huh.
and then sell them or something like that.
Your parents?
No. People at the flea
Oh.
market, they would have like 4 or 3 movies on one VHS.
Oh, okay.
And
And,
then
then they'll
sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, so it's crazy because say Ace Ventura was on it, right?
Mhm.
And it gets to the end of Ace Ventura, and right away the next movie starts.
Mhm.
And it's not like
Was it
cut.
like a 5-hour like VHS or something?
Yeah, it's like 5 hours. So-
Shoot.
Yeah. So, dude, you didn't have that?
Nah, never.
It's crazy. Did you have that?
We were poor. I didn't have anything.
Dude, so like we used to have this big cupboard. We were poor too, but my parents like
You guys had a
I'm not-
5-hour VHS, so
I'm
you
not-
weren't poor.
no, hold on.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna.
It's the tape that's holding. Like,
But-
where do you get
Yeah.
those at? Like,
A credit does a lot of things. If you have credit cards, it does a lot of things. So you know what I mean? Like, so I mean, that's how we had a lot of stuff. Like I had Jordans, but I don't know. Never mind. I won't get into that.
was it for
But-
the flea market?
I had Jordan
Sorry, I had
cleats.
to do that.
I'll talk about that later. No, but we used to have like a whole shelf, just full of VHSs, and it was all recorded movies.
Oh, okay.
Every VHS had like 3 or 4 movies on it, and yeah, and I used to always know which ones were rated R, where it had the
Really?
the good scenes.
The good scenes.
Oh my gosh.
But
You're
yeah,
a dumb boy.
what? But what? I never even asked you. What's your favorite movie?
Dirty Dancing.
Really? No. You're so basic. Try to get that in front of you. Like, yeah. I know we're
Sorry,
like
I
off to
probably
the side.
moved it.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as it picks up. If you hear me.
Really, Dirty Dancing?
Yes. Like all the old movies. Dirty Dancing,
That's like my
16
mom's-
Candles, The
I don't know about that one.
Goonies, like
Goonies.
stuff
The
like
Goonies
that.
is my favorite.
That's your favorite?
By far, my favorite movie. Like Goonies, by far my favorite movie. I've watched it the most. That and it's crazy. Have you ever seen the movie The Core?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I've watched that
Is there
movie.
a sex scene in there?
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
then.
I was like, no.
Yes.
The world's exploding, man. We don't need none of
No,
that.
the fact that he knows. He said that right away. He's like, no.
No, there ain't no sex in
shit.
that one.
No, but that movie I've watched like close to 20 times. 20.
Oh, okay.
I literally watched it the other last month.
Did
It's
you
been
fall
coming up on
asleep?
TV.
Huh?
Did you fall asleep?
No, I watch it all the time. Like, I don't know why. It's
It's
just
because we were watching. What were we watching the other day?
Mr. Deeds.
No, it wasn't Mr. Deeds. It was A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching A Knight's Tale, and next thing I know, we're 5-10 minutes in. I look over, he's asleep, and then we're watching something
It's just-
else. And I hate watching movies with him. He's always like, "Let's watch a movie." I'm like, "Fine," and then we
Dude.
finally do, and he fucking falls asleep.
I'm constantly doing stuff. Like, I'm doing the podcast. I'm at the gym. I'm doing other shit. Like,
Excuses.
Right?
so once I get a chance to just like shut down, for some reason, my whole body just shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that day I did smoke my pen. So
Oh Jesus!
no, since you're a martial artist, oh, I didn't even ask you. What's your favorite movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it has to be between. I would say 3, but I'll say 2. La Bamba and Blood in, Blood Out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like you say any reference to any movies like that, I'll catch it. Or any for a good part, any reference to a lot of movies that like people should be able to catch.
Yeah.
I would be one of those guys who like, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
Are you super? I guess cultured, like Hispanic cultured?
I wouldn't say completely Hispanic cultured, but for I guess the culture that I grew up in, like out there, like whether it was Hollister or Watsonville or Salinas, and knowing that like, not just Blood and Blood Out, but La Bamba, part of that history was like real out there. So I mean, I take that into just like, well, that's my town too, you know.
Wait, oh yeah.
Is
'cause
that how you
in
knew?
the beginning of La Bamba? Sorry.
No, wait. Is that how you knew Phantom was from out
Oh,
there,
shout
that
out to
area, or did you guys
Phantom.
meet?
Already know the deal with us. To make it in the family, gotta be able to kill with us. So I'ma keep it real with you. These rappers, I ain't feeling them. They keep on talking tough, and I don't really see no real in them. Leave it up to me, I'm finna go out and start killing them. Coming from the underground and shoot the fucking ceiling up. We are the dopest, they already know the deal with us. To make it in the family.
Codes, you want to represent your area code kind of thing. So it's just
I
like
say 408. I'll say the youngsters because I'm an OG. No, I'm not an OG at all. Don't. I take that back. Please don't make fun of me about that. I'm not an OG. But no.
You're
But
soft.
now it's 6. Is it 6? What's the area code in San Jose?
665.
665.
really they changed it.
It's not 408 anymore.
What?
They
my-
ran out of 408 numbers.
And my buddy has.
I think it's 665. Yeah.
My buddy. I'm not gonna say his name.
Don't
but
even say his name.
My buddy has 408 right here on his arm. I was
Ah,
like, dude,
shit.
that's not even an area code anymore.
It's not even your spot. You guys better move up north or something. Or that's crazy. What'd you say?
I think it's 665. Yeah.
But
I
no-
think so.
I forget that La Bamba, that Bob. Bob. It's just weird. That he was riding on 152, wasn't he?
Yeah, I
before
think-
they fixed it.
No, I think they said it was Pacheco Pass, but I think that road that he was in the beginning
I think
was
it's
driving through. It was it's Quinsabe Road. So like if you look, cause I've been driving that road recently. Every time I go out there, it's like Hallstreet has a lot of back roads to cruise through, you know. So like even when I'm out there to get a haircut or something, and if I have time, I'll go and just take a drive back there in the cuts. And I was driving through, Quinsabe Road. It's a nice drive. Just go around and hit John Smith. But as you're doing it, you can see, you're running into the mountains where you can see the Diablo Range, all these mountains right here. And I was like, this looks like the scene, like the correct road that he was driving the motorcycle on that road. But they just put the Pacheco Pass sign because, back in the day, that would have been connected. Because that road, when you end up on the main 156, it'll take you to King City. So that'll just take you more south, and then from King City, you're going to L.A. or
Dude,
San Bernardino.
Name all the movies or that road's historical, right? So you have La Bamba, right? I mean, I guess.
Okay, what else?
You got John Dillinger, A Public Enemy. What's that?
They filmed that out there, too?
No, that's how he used to. He robbed the bank somewhere and used that
Road?
Yeah, Pacheco
Okay.
Pass
To get through, like, escape or something?
to escape. What other movie?
Man.
I don't know.
It's like one of those moments where, like, you're put on the spot, you can't
Yeah,
think of it.
God,
And then,
I
like,
just-
I'll be at
there's
home
a-
later, like, oh, there it is.
There's a third movie. I just forgot which movie.
Shit.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, John Dillinger.
I don't know. They
was-
always say there's scary shit out there coming on the 152.
Yeah, I believe in it.
I don't know.
I mean, it's crazy to think like we live in a town that's surrounded by cities that are in movies.
Yeah.
Like we're 4 hours away from Hollywood. We're 2 hours away from Frisco. 1 hour away from San Jose. Like it's just, and all three of those cities are worldwide known.
Yeah. And then they'll
To
bring
think
up,
about it,
like,
right?
you'll hear certain shows, too, like TV shows, like Sons of Anarchy. Big fan.
Yeah.
And
Oakland too.
Redwood
That's
City.
four.
Redwood
Four.
City.
Redwood City.
Yeah.
And they bring up Modesto, Merced. They'll bring up,
Yeah.
Las Bonias ain't on that yet. But the Mayans show brought up Hollister, like the first episode. Like, I was watching that when they made the spinoff show,
Yeah.
and I'm watching that at home. I was
He
like,
was-
oh.
No, I watch every episode
He
like
was
right when it
watching
comes
it
out.
like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I love that show.
The Mayans?
Yeah, I love the Mayans. I mean,
Wait, is it
did-
coming back out? How many seasons they did? They only did
No, it's-
two,
it's-
right?
It's my wallpaper, bro.
Oh.
That's my wallpaper.
I
Right?
didn't-
Check that shit.
No, it comes out in September, right? Or it's already past September. It should have been out already.
The season?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Because I finally caught up with the second season,
Yeah.
and the way that show went, I was just like, fuck.
Do you
I just
think
gotta-
so? If you don't watch
We're getting
Mayans,
sidetracked, but,
no,
you
no,
know.
no,
Right.
we're not. No, we're talking about TV. So, if you don't watch Mayans, then you really don't know what we're talking about. But in the
It's
show
a spin
Mayans,
off from
Sons of Anarchy,
Sons of Anarchy.
a motorcycle club show drama, right? Novella, but
You're
but
so
um.
dumb.
And Mayans, do you really think that? Do you really think that?
Do you want a soda?
No, I got Pepsi.
You got
Soda.
soda.
Thank you, thank
You
you.
need more ice? You can take more
No,
ice.
this should do.
I'm
No,
just-
Fuck COVID, right?
Do you think that that those underground tunnels are real?
Oh yeah.
Think so?
That was El Chapo's. I don't know if
yeah,
that was
he
his
did.
idea, but I think, of course, what they say, like, it was like there was a saying for that, like, if you're gonna build a wall to a mouse,
gonna
what's
go
a mouse
under.
gonna do? Yeah, go under.
Did you see the show?
I didn't watch it. I don't
So-
like anticipation.
There's yeah.
I have bad
She
anxiety.
can't watch thrillers. She literally fast
Really?
forwards
Yeah.
through thrillers. I hate it.
That's what I do. I fast forward through the whole thing, and then once I see it's okay, I'll rewind it to the beginning.
She can't like, but no, but in Mayans, so Sons of Anarchy, I mean, it's mostly white guys in Sons of Anarchy, right? Or it's just white guys.
And when
There's,
they
like,
included the Mayans
one-
in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
No.
the one guy that became.
Is it
The-
the one
the
that had
sons-
the sharks tattoos on his head?
Oh yeah, that was.
That's Happy.
No,
But
that was.
is he white or is he Hispanic?
He's Hispanic too, though.
Okay.
Actually, I think.
Yeah.
But no, that one dude, little baby Joker from Next Friday. That fool's like one of the sons in the Mayans show. But he's also a son in the Sons of Anarchy, like towards
Oh,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
If you don't recognize him, look him up because he's a little bigger, like a little more husky. But that's little baby Joker from Next Friday.
It is, huh?
Yeah, I checked out. I was like, oh, it is him.
But no, but it's mainly
gonna
white
say
guys in
something
Sons of
dumb.
Anarchy. But then Mayans is like all Chicano guys, all Mexican
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
right? So they're the show, they're based in LA. They have an underground tunnel to get to Mexico, and it's a big part of the show, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You would say like they're always going in it.
That's
So-
like that one tunnel that they'll get through and.
And I always thought it was like, dude, that's crazy. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, I would want that tunnel because if you've ever been across the border or been near the border, dude, the line to get to Mexico is crazy long.
Yeah.
I don't-
Like, want to go in a car? Fuck no, I'm not going in a car. I'll walk there. I'll walk through that.
Who was telling us that when they came back from Mexico or something, it was like a 4-hour to come
Wait.
back from Mexico
my-
to
my-
the States.
My aunt and my uncle, dude, my aunt and my uncle, they live in El Paso.
Oh, okay.
They live in San Luzario, which is, El Paso's by the border.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
But San Luzario is like literally
at the border.
on
only
the
thing-
border. You know?
The only thing in between them is a freeway.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, and we went over there a few times. She went over there. But
Not to Mexico, to Texas.
The Texas part, but yeah,
so check this out. There's doctors that live in El Paso,
yeah.
but then have a practice, a business in Juarez.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll live in the USA, but then drive to Juarez and then own a practice over there. So my uncle and my aunt, instead of paying the crazy expensive
in the States.
health here in the States, they literally drive about 30 minutes or 40 minutes to Juarez and then to their doctor or veterinarian for dogs. They
Yeah.
pay like 1/4 of the price.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like that shit's almost free. Just go in
Dude,
there and
it's
shit.
cheap. Like, it's crazy, especially for pets.
Yeah,
Like, people don't
yeah.
realize on how expensive pets are. That's why she's like, we got to get this dog. I'll go, yeah, when that dog's hurt or sick, that's a lot of money. Like, we're just letting them die.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't have the money to pay for
Like-
a new liver or something.
Just to find out, like, you know what, we couldn't save him. We still need to charge you $600.
Yeah,
like,
you know
come
what I
on,
mean?
bro.
So it's I don't know. But I don't know how we got on Juarez and stuff.
No, it's just the whole
You
border.
were talking about
getting in there.
Mayans, going to the tunnels, going to
Tunnels.
Mexico.
Yeah,
No,
because like I went to Tijuana like years ago,
Yeah.
and like you said, like with the lines coming back in the border, it's like I went on foot. Like I had a
Because you could walk, right?
yeah, you could walk, and so we parked in San Isidro, and then the border's right there. So we went easy to get into get into Mexico.
Yeah.
Coming back, it took us about maybe almost an hour. And then just for us being in a big line, you're looking at all the cars that are like a good half mile long. That whole line with the vendors, coming to sell stuff. And I was telling my boy, he's like, yeah, we can drive here, like, one time. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'd rather
let's
walk
just
through.
walk.
Because you see all that traffic, and then what happens when cars get stopped? Like, oh, we need, they're going to
They
check your
shut down
car.
that whole thing.
Yep, so you got to wait even longer. And then
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
border living is crazy. It's different.
It is,
Right?
yeah.
It's way different. It's I mean, you seen that it was different.
What?
You get you get more of a reality check that we are surrounded by borders, and that's how I feel. We were driving on the border highway. There's a highway called I guess the nickname's Border Highway, and it's right next to Mexico, and she's probably, I don't know if she was thinking this, but I'm looking over at Mexico and I'm like, we're literally 4 football fields away, but I can't go over there without them having to like check my birth certificate, all that stuff.
It's not even a birth certificate. You have to have a passport now.
I took my birth certificate, and they just told me that, like, on my way back, they're like, this is cool,
Next
you can
time.
use this,
Yeah.
but we wouldn't recommend it because once you lose it, it's a wrap, basically. You have to go make a new one.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a passport, so I was telling my boy, like, well, we're only going to TJ, like, we'll swing it. If I get stuck there, hope not, we'll see what's up. But,
would you do that now?
no.
Yeah,
I'll
see,
get a
that's young.
passport now.
That's young thinking.
I can't.
Yeah.
That's like early 20s.
Because, like, you pull out your old birth certificate. I don't know about your guys's, but, like, my old birth certificate's, like, ready to, to
was
tear.
it basically on a
yeah.
piece of paper like this big?
Just the old one. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
original. So that thing's so tender out of all these years, you
It's all
just
folded.
folded and crumbled.
Where's
And,
mine?
No, I lost mine. I had to get mine printed, so it's on like, the state of California certificate or whatever it is with the stamp of the seal and like all the stuff that they have now.
now they need Trump stamp for that shit.
I'm like thinking about it. Like I own nothing. Like if she divorces me, I own nothing. Like I have nothing to my name.
Nothing.
I'm
Oh,
try-
the
like-
Prius.
oh yeah, the Prius. But even that, you're the real. I'm a co-signer. But like I'm trying to think like, dude, like I'm literally trying to live like I don't want to get deep, but I don't give a fuck about. This is gonna be bad. I don't give a fuck about Mexico, about America, about like different countries, right?
Yeah.
Like I just feel like I'm on Earth.
You're just living.
I'm just living.
Just
Like
living,
why does
yeah.
it matter where I'm fucking at? If I feel like everybody should drive across by a border. The dirt looks the same on the other side. It's the same shit.
It's just weird how you see the lifestyle change.
Yeah.
Like when I was in San Ysidro, you're looking at California, and then right when you cross over the border to TJ, you're seeing fucking shacks and like not shanty towns. I don't want to say that, but like little favelas and shit too. And even when you look at their aqueduct systems, it's like polluted and shit. And I'm not I wouldn't trash on Mexico. It's just the way that it is there.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
You're
not.
talking about what is?
No, he said
TJ.
Mexico.
Oh,
like
TJ,
going into
TJ,
Mexico.
yeah. And just looking at that, and I'm like, fuck, like that shit sucks, And then
Yeah.
like people aren't even like stopping at their stop signs there, so I'm like, dude, I can just get hit by a car,
That's why when you
So-
go and you take your own car, you need to get Mexico insurance.
They got that.
You have to get insurance. Like you can go to your like insurance place and tell them, I'm taking my car into Mexico or whatever. I need the insurance to cover over there. Because once you go over there and something happens to your car,
See, this is
your
Gets
insurance
robbed
doesn't
or something.
your insurance doesn't cover it.
this is shit we don't listen. Like we don't think about when we're in our early 20s. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm prepared for everything.
I don't think about that.
Well, like, I mean, the way it is, I just saw a video the other day. I don't want to get too off topic, but like, I just
we're
don't want to
good.
take my shit over there because people are getting robbed.
Yeah.
And I saw like this one video that went viral, I think yesterday, the day before, of these girls that were down there, and she recorded like the aftermath right after they took their stuff, and luckily they survived because normally there's families that are just getting killed and thrown on the on the side of the road.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, well, a bunch of white girls got lucky because
Yeah.
especially when you don't know anything like that.
There's no reason why to keep you alive.
There's no reason.
Yeah.
And like even like my old coach, like Danny, he told me his experience in Mexico. Now he went out down there during his young 20s days, and that he got drunk at a club or whatever and took a taxi back.
Oh,
And he
shit.
noticed that like on the road going back, he's like, this isn't going back to my hotel. It was like in the cuts.
Yeah.
And he, so he's in the back of the taxi and he kept asking, dude, like, where are you taking me? He's just like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get you there. And of course, he's, my coach is white. So, of course, they think like you don't understand Spanish or nothing. So he was telling me like, yeah, we were rolling up in the middle of nowhere. And all I seen was a trailer like coming up, like a trailer right there. And a dude came out. He's like, I was sitting right behind the driver. I went up behind him and just put him in a chokehold and said, you get me out of here or I'm going to snap your neck. And then sure enough, puts the car in reverse and just backed out and left. And he told me that story a good couple of times where I'm just like when I told him, like, yeah, I'm going to Mexico, and he's just like, be careful down there because I've had my experience and I will not.
I'm not white, bro.
Not even that, because
like we have friends that go, and he always tells like his wife, don't wear no jewelry, don't wear your wedding ring, leave, don't bring no purse. Like they have like something that they wear underneath their clothes. Don't carry a lot of money. Don't pull out your cell phone. Don't wear your watch. Don't wear anything that looks expensive.
And if you do that, and they know that any I can't say any Mexican, but somebody that is scandalous like that, if they know you don't have good Spanish in any way, don't even speak. Like my boy told me, he's like, you can speak to me or whatever, but don't, if people come up to us, don't talk because your Spanish, they'll know you're not from here. But my boy Carlos, he knows
bro,
his
he's
shit.
A mute.
I'm just like,
he's deaf.
because like we took a taxi downtown to TJ, because he has family down there. So he was showing me some spots, downtown, eating churros or whatever. But I'm the tourist, he's been there. So I'm over here on my phone, just, taking pictures outside the taxi, and he's just like, grabs my hand, like, put it down. Just keep cool. I'm just like, all right, bro, like, shit, okay. All right, and he's just like, like, even he told me before, like, don't wear your watch. Don't show anything. Just cover it because you never know.
But
you never know.
Come on. It all depends on where you're at, too.
No, it doesn't. I think the moment you get into Mexico, they're already looking at you to see what kind of person you are.
Those are border towns. Of course, they're looking for people are coming over the border.
Well, like my boy told me, because his family, like he has family in TJ, but he's also from Michoacan.
Yeah.
So he hit up a club down there in Michoacan, and like he was out there for like a good month or whatever, and he was hitting me up that night. He was just like, yeah, dude, like we were at the club, and we were there till like 4 a.m. He was pretty faded. And he was like, I was like, well, did you see anything sketchy? Like, who's out there? He's like, nah, not crazy. But there was like one well-known dude knew people that was, had his own booth, bottle service, pretty much like some big old dude calling shots, whatever. Yeah. He's like, we didn't, we're not getting his attention or nothing. As long as you're minding your own business, you're good. But I haven't been there since. I'll just tell you this, that once we were like in line, I'm like, get me back to USA, like come back to, like I literally like once we got into the United States, I got on my knees and said, thank you God. Like I was pretty like, I felt bad because I'm like, fuck that lifestyle sucks. Yeah. Once you're in there, you're in San Diego, we're living the life, whatever. You go to Mexico, it was a whole different ball game. Whole different ball game. I'll go there again, and I'm glad we went for the day, but I will not spend the night down there. Like, I will not stay in Mexico like that.
We went to
beach area.
I think the last time I went before to TJ. Like, my family would go into TJ, shop at the shops, and then come back. But my dad had taken me to Rosarito, one of his partners.
I was gonna say
they own like a house, but it's like in a gated community or whatever. So I mean, I don't know how many houses were out there. There was probably like 6, 7 maybe. But it was nice. I mean, it was gated. They had a house. It was right by the beach. But then we drove into some little place in Rosarito, and it was pretty nice. I mean, it seemed more tourist.
Yeah, I was gonna say
for the tourists.
That's where like we're low key trying to plan to go. Like me and my friends have been trying to plan a good trip to go somewhere. Yeah. And my boy, he rents a condo down there. He'll get Airbnb or whatever they do there. But he showed me pictures last time they were down there for a week. Yeah. And it's cheap. If you get something like that, it's probably like almost $1,000 to stay at a week for somewhere nice. Yeah. And where he was at was like the beach was like right there in front of him. Mm-hmm. For a good cheap price. I think he said like $500 for a week.
Yeah. That's not bad. And especially if you're splitting it with friends.
Yeah. Dude, just cut that right in half.
We have a friend that her dad watches like a YouTube channel that shows his old village, and then we were talking.
But he still has family. I thought his dad still lives there. Right?
Yeah, he has family still over there.
Yeah.
So he came over to the States and has a good life now, and Huh? Oh no, but he was talking about it that. It looks like a cool village. It's literally like just mountains.
And it looks peaceful. To be honest, peaceful. Super peaceful.
Yeah. And they're just simple people, right? They live simple. They live off their land. They do what they have to do to get by.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're not worried about luxurious stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. I'd rather live like that. but then he was telling us that Corona, the beer,
Oh yeah.
they want to come in and buy their land because of the water. I guess the reservoir
Coming out of the
like that.
mountains or something.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Yeah,
right?
and dude, they offered them like 500. So pesos. I don't know how much pesos, but like $500.
They said it was like $500 American money.
for their land, dude.
Really?
For their
That's
land.
like hella
Not-
disrespect.
Yeah.
Not that.
Not a house,
saying.
right?
Yeah.
Not a house like this. Like in America, this is worth like what we live in is worth a lot more.
Yeah.
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 But
And they could
If we
afford
buy-
it. If
if
they
we-
want it, there must be a reason why they want to buy
Yeah.
that area. Like
Yeah.
you could pay more for it.
Yeah.
we
yeah.
like people that own land here. The amount of land that they had over there is
They had how many cattle
$400,000
did he say though?
$500,000 worth. You know,
How many cows did he say he had though?
they had like
Like
100.
100 or 200 cows, like on
Really?
on where they live.
Dude,
and
they
stuff.
live simple, dude.
Yeah.
Simple.
And they
Like,
try buying $500.
Ye-
$500
and-
bucks.
$500
yeah,
bucks.
American money.
They're all striking.
Because you'd have to
because of
put like, you have to times that by number. Because what I put when I went to TJ and like you convert your money. I think at the time I wasn't making a lot of money, so I had $50 to spend in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
Oh,
I got
dude,
like
king,
100.
bro. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for real, I was walking at him, balling and shit. But I think that got me like 200 pesos, maybe, if not 150. So you have to times that by a certain number to
Probably
know the
more.
true peso number. But it's
Yeah.
like if you're looking at that money in Mexico already, you're like, okay, that's cheap. Then like
Yeah.
that's not worth it. The fuck. So I don't know.
I had a friend, right? Remember from beauty school? She would go out there and then like she'd always go out there to Mexico and stuff for like I don't know how long, a month or so. But she'd be partying with like police officers and like shit like that out there. I was like, girl,
No.
you crazy.
Dude, I went to high school one year in San Rosario. I can't even say it.
You can't.
Sanali. Sanali, all right? But I went to Sanali High, and we're literally by the border. Dude, the high school kids would go over the border, party in Juarez in the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Party, like strip clubs, bars, like party like grown-ass men. Like, and they would come back. And I lived with my uncle and my aunt, so I wasn't able to do that. Right, and I don't even think I would want to. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak.
Yeah, you're
I
like-
think
you're
you would
like-
have got. I think you would have got left there. No
I do,
lie.
and back then I had a big old red mohawk. I had a big old red mohawk.
Yeah, for sure you would have
Yeah.
got left there.
I had a big old red mohawk, and dude, I had. This is a weird. I'm remembering shit right now, right? I'm remembering like I had a few friends, and I was on the football team in San Jose and Silver Creek, and I had good friends, right? I go to Sonali, don't speak any Spanish. You drive up to a McDonald's in Sonali.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you like in Spanish, what do you want? You know, how's it going? What do you want in Spanish? Like this is in America, right? And the first language is Spanish, and which is fine. I'm fine with it. But going to high school in a Spanish-speaking high school,
He was the
Dude.
odd one out.
I got bullied, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I got jumped 3 times.
Did you cry?
Oh hell no.
Oh, okay.
No, and 2 times I got jumped by the football team. Like
Weren't you on the football team?
Yeah, they just what
The fuck was that all about?
they didn't like me, bro. Like I was just like I don't know. It was just, I just didn't speak Spanish, and then they would all talk shit in Spanish, and which I didn't mind. I kind of got it, but I mean a lot of them. That town is not. It's not a wealthy town. A lot of them were really poor.
A lot of like the border towns, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
Right
lot-
there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot, like yeah. It's just they weren't
Nah.
wealthy, so it was. I don't want to say it was jealousy. It was just insecurities. I think insecurities of just like this dude's coming in. He's some kid from California. I had nice clothes. I had like,
Yeah, oh, yeah, they're gonna take that shit offensive.
You know what I mean? Like it's just I don't know.
Like they don't even have like a freaking like a downtown thing there, like cause like where my family's from is
They don't
Los.
have sidewalks.
Yeah, nothing. It's all dirt road if
Yeah.
anything, and then your driveway is all dirt.
Yeah.
Dude,
'Cause-
houses. This is okay. It's crazy because people don't believe this. This is in America, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
houses literally smaller than this living room.
Mhm.
Like probably what the camera could see, the house is that big.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling the truth. Like
I think you're lying. I
no.
didn't see anything like that out
What,
there.
oh, whatever.
You're hella lying.
Oh, what? Even the houses, because I guess it's so hot over there, they all look like Mexico houses too. Where
Yeah.
it's just like it's a flat, like village houses basically. Like
Spanish style? Is that what you're trying to
yeah,
think?
I would say like when you think of a house, especially back then, you just want like a square and a roof.
man, we might sound
you know?
super ignorant. Right
No,
now.
I don't even. Cause I what you're saying is because where my family's from is Los Banos, and
Yeah.
it's a border. It's right by the border, basically,
So
in the
border,
U.S.
it's a border town.
It's a border
for you
town,
then.
yeah. And the El Rio Grande River is like in the backyard, pretty much.
Yeah.
So like when last time I was in that town, I think I was like 9 years old, but I remember that town like pretty fucking clear.
Yeah.
And when I was down there, the mosquitoes sucked once. But like we have like great grandparents that are buried there, and their stones are like they don't have stones; they have just like the wooden crosses, or
Really?
even if it's like if it's a stone, it's so old school that you could tell like they pinned the thing instead of like how it is
Yeah.
now. They have it was that town was famous for a ferry because anybody that wanted to cross the border would put their car on the ferry.
I thought
and-
you meant like a ferry, like with wings.
oh,
I was like, what?
what are you drinking there? Are you drinking?
He's
So
drunk.
it would go over the.
Yeah,
it would go-
it'll cross right over, and that was back then before the cartels are a thing now. So like, I had one of my cousins that drove from the East Coast to the West Coast. They're moving back over here to California, but they stopped back in our old town to see where it's at because my great grandma lived there, and just looking at that whole town and the pictures he took, like half of them are abandoned now. They're all boarded up, if not just everything's left there. Like my cousin, she found one of my old baby photos at my great grandma's house. They left that family that took over after she passed.
Yeah.
Became drug addicts, or I don't know what the fuck they did, but they the house is just like slumped, like it's just like a crazy mess. And so she sent me a picture of an old baby photo. I'm like, that's still there? And this was like last year.
Oh
And I was
my
like, man, it's like
gosh.
back in like the last time I was there was like 2002 maybe.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, shit, that stuff's still there, and it's just abandoned. Whole house,
crazy.
everything just. And so I went on YouTube, looked up Los Sevenos, and yeah, some dude took a video coming from Mexico, driving through the town. I'm like, okay, I remember that. Trying to remember stuff now,
Yeah.
but even looking at it, half of those houses were just rugged, destroyed, and that town ended up becoming a what do you call that? Like with the cartels, they took over. They just
Uh-huh.
bring shit over now. So it's bad.
It was a pipeline.
It
Basically.
reminds me of that movie. What is it? Sicario.
Yeah.
Like that town is where like everybody's like, what do they call it? Like what are the houses called? Like a safe house or shit like that.
Like you just gotta look in the basement. You're gonna find a tunnel somewhere. Like,
So it's crazy because I think a lot of people are not aware of how border towns are, right?
Mm-hmm.
I only lived there for a few months. It was less than a year, right? But it's different, right? Not everywhere is California. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people don't realize that America is different in different places.
yeah.
And if there's a good book called Wolf Boys, and it talks about American hitmen that were like 16, 17 when they first started.
Oh shit.
And they went to Mexico and became hitmen for the
Sinaloa?
Sinaloa cartel. Dude, that book, like, it blew my mind.
No shit.
Because, like, so it's these kids that, it's based on two guys, right? Two kids. And they have nothing going for them. They're like, okay, I'm not really doing good in school. I'm not going to go to college. He meets a smuggler. And from meeting a smuggler, one of them just brings along the other one, and they just move up. They're like, and then the cartel was basically saying, you know what, let's get these American young kids to do our hits for us because they're not going to go to jail for a long time, right? A
Yeah.
16-year-old in America, if they kill somebody, most of the time they're not going to get tried as an adult
Yeah. Yeah.
for the first time, right? I mean, 5 times you're going to get tried as an adult, right? But, like, that's why they were doing it. So they were smart. And, dude, I forgot the dude's name. But this dude, that book blew my mind because how crazy and how gruesome they were, right? There's
Whose point of view is it from the book? Is it the boys or is it?
so it's based on the cop that was going after them, and it was based on the two boys that were doing it, right? I think it ended with them going to jail when they're like 20 something. But there was one part in the book where it says that I forget his name, but he made one of the hitmen for the cartel made another brother eat his brother's brains, and then bury him.
Oh shit!
Like, this is a true story.
I could believe the shit they did.
That shit, like,
They're savages, bro. Anywhere down there, like, dude, it's. I'm telling you, like, especially when all the movies you watch, like Sicario or
You don't believe it, right? When you watch a movie, you kind of don't
No,
believe it.
no, I believe it.
when it comes
I
to the
believe it.
cartel related shit, like
Yeah.
you hear stories too, like even Narcos,
Yeah.
or watching Weeds. I don't know if you guys
yeah.
watch
Yeah,
Weeds
I
and
watch
how they built tunnels and shit. But like when it came to like torturing someone for information, it was straight up barbaric. You honestly, I would call it the today's barbaric age of doing that shit. When you get fucking a drill and drilling every nail in their shit, or you know what I'm saying? Or,
I just can't.
It
Like,
sucks,
it's crazy, man. It's just that book really opened my mind to, because they were border towns. They
What town was it? Sorry. What town was it? I said it too far.
it was it's a famous town. I just forget what town is it, but it's, dude, most of the border. It made me realize most of the border towns are different, right? They're not Mexico. They're not really America. They're just
caught in the middle.
They're
Basically,
caught in the middle,
they are caught
right?
in the middle.
and that sucks too, cause like all you have to do is mind your own business, and you're gonna get caught in some kind of shit, like crossfire of, even if it ain't like by bullets, you're gonna get caught in something. Or if someone comes to you and says, "Hey, we need your house," or "We need
you
this
to do
to
this,"
you know, and
There
you know,
is no
you can't
no.
say. Yeah, I was gonna say you cannot say no. You
There is
can't.
no. I've seen too many movies.
if I was living down there, I'd be like,
I'd
"Nah,
move
I've seen
out.
this before.
Bye."
I'm out. Yeah, take
But-
the house. Give me the money. I'm moving. Like, it's cool."
So if someone came up to you, because it wasn't like they were making like chump change.
Yeah.
They were making more than a lot of people in this town, right?
Yeah.
You were 16. Some 30-year-old came up to you and say, "Hey, you do my dirty work. I'll pay you like $200,000." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$200,000 in a month.
I would have had it. I would be like, nah, I don't know. I'm not giving
I
a
don't
shit
know,
like that. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's money,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's weird because like as a 16-year-old, your mindset
It's totally
It's
is
not
different.
totally
mature.
different.
It's
It's
not
not mature
mature.
like that, you
Yeah.
know.
No.
So I
It
mean,
could happen to anybody.
It's like,
It could happen to
it's
anybody.
like dumb teens, so they know that a teen is gonna do something stupid.
yeah.
You put women, or especially for like a young boy, you put women in a nice car and money in front of them, dude. I mean, luckily
Well, we
I
know you would have took the job.
No, I wouldn't.
He's like, shit, the money I have.
So dude, when it comes to like being hood and gangster, I'm a pussy, because like, yeah, I'll step into a ring, I'll fight, but so in middle school, my buddy brought it up, messaged her about it,
Because we took a picture the other day, and I said, "Oh, when your husband's over here trying to act hood."
and then he's all tell you about the time where he got jumped into a hood and then had to leave had to get out of it the next day.
Yeah.
Mom found out.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
My mom was a yard duty.
Yard duty. And
Oh, so did she witness the whole thing?
No, so I don't know if you've ever been to San Jose by Leyva. Do you know where Leyva's at?
by Eastridge.
I know Eastridge, yeah.
So behind-
East San Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So behind Eastridge, my buddies, I hung out with my buddies. Like, it was just junior high shit, right?
Yeah.
They weren't bad people. We just all lived.
They were just dumb boys.
We just all lived in the east side, right?
Everyone's gonna make a gang at some age.
And they had this gang in middle school called Stonegate Criminals.
Oh my
And
god.
it was SGC, and I'm like, what is going on right now? And I just was there. I was always this little like whitewashed,
He was always hanging out with the kids that were bad.
but I was this rocker kid that just hung out with them, right? They're like, my cousin told me, he's like, "You want to get jumped in?" I was like, "I guess." And my cousin was the one that was in it. I wasn't even from there. I was from by Overfelt.
Was that on the west side?
That was
That's
on the
still
east
on
side
the east
still.
side.
East side
But
still.
But
Stonegate's
it's like
an actual.
blocks away.
Yeah, it was
Aw.
like, dude, miles away from where I
Yeah.
lived. But my cousin was in there, so like, you want to get jumped in? I was like, I guess. I was a dumb kid. So we walked down this path. It's behind Eastridge. It's an empty lot, right? There's a couch over there. There's just garbage over there, right?
Uh-huh.
So we're walking down. It connects to the middle school to the neighborhood, right? So we're walking down this dirt path. We get to where it connects to the neighborhood. Right at the entrance, they're like, "All right, we're gonna." I forgot how many seconds it was, but it was like 4 or 5 guys. I still remember their names too.
Oh,
And-
we're gonna find today.
No, I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
remember, come back years later. Remember me now, motherfucker?
His cousin's one of
My
them.
cousin was one of them. My cousin was
Ah,
And
bro.
then
It be your own.
There
It
was
be
a
your
girl
own.
there. There was, dude.
A
I'll
girl
never.
beat your ass too?
Yeah, no. There was a girl there. She was there too watching. Dude, I'll never forget her face, cause on her face it looked like it said, "You're just not meant for this. Like, what are you doing here?" Like that. Her whole
You're
face.
not
That's
hood
all bad.
enough.
I felt like-
You're not
her
hood.
her whole face said, like, we're 12 years old, right? Her whole face said that. And then they're like, "All right, we're gonna jump you." Dude, they just start beating the shit out of me. I fall to the ground, they start kicking me, and they gave me a nickname, Cookie, Galleta.
Because you're easily eaten.
I don't
I would have took that.
Or because he's soft.
But they're like, all right, Cookie, all right, Galleta, good job, man, good job. And they all gave me a hug and all that stuff. And dude,
Were
it
you
was
chubby still at that time?
no, I'm still goofy, which is crazy. Why would they want me there? You know what I mean?
So
And it-
I don't know. As long as
Maybe
if
you
you
were
get
like-
someone's humor, shit,
Maybe you
So-
were like, well, I mean, every club needs like a clown, so like.
And my buddy Tito probably, if he does listen to this, he's probably laughing right now because he knows I'm an idiot when it comes to that stuff.
Yes.
No, but they're like a week goes by, right? They're like, man, Jesse's he's just not hard. Like he's not.
But you were out the next day. How
No,
was
not
it?
next day. It was like a week, and they're like, he has to prove himself because
Oh,
we don't think he's
Jesus.
hard. So they told me to go check a dude. And so I don't know why I'm saying this story. And Jacob's probably just
that's
like,
cool.
what the
No, it's cool. It's cool to hear this kind of shit because it's cool. It's good stories.
He
And
has
then-
to tell them somebody that hasn't heard it yet.
So they tell me, go check that so and so. I was like, for what? They're like, just go check him because we don't think that you're hard. I was like, all right. And I go.
Go up there and just, it's good. No gun. It's good, guys.
Easy, no gun. Just pat him down. No gun.
No little plastic fork at the age of 12. You know,
He goes,
no
"Do you want me
shank.
to check on you? Are you good? Like, we good?"
No, but I get there and I was like, "What's up, dude?" And then right when I say that, I just start busting up laughing. I couldn't do it. There was no reason to be mad at him, and I was just like laughing.
I would look back like, why do you guys have me doing this? Like, look at him.
That's exactly what happened. And then they were like, we don't know about Galleta. And then my mom found out because I guess word got out that I was like doing that
He's
stuff.
affiliated.
Yeah, and then so she, put her foot down right away. Talked to them, told them, my other son's going to come over here and beat your guys' asses. And then people knew my brother, right? People knew my brother for some reason. And because he was an athlete in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And they she told him that, and then I was like, yeah, it's true, my brother's gonna go. And then so they just said, all right, you're out. We're 12 years old, dude. We're 12
They're
years
just like all like foot on the foot, yeah, you know.
We're 12 years old. We're
He's
12
all
years old.
Cookie out.
Mom said I can't join.
And that was, dude, I had a hood gangster life for like a week, and then I knew it wasn't for me. Because I did grow up in the East Side.
Yeah, he said
But-
that's part of a little.
And
From
it
what I
was-
know,
But it was never for me. I was never, like, I was around it, but you knew, like, okay, Jesse,
Yeah.
it's not for him.
It just wasn't your crowd, you know. Like that was your cousin.
It was my
but
crowd.
It was your crowd.
Yeah. My
Like the
best
homies.
friend. My best friend still is. You know what I mean?
Is he still on that gang? Is that still a gang to
I
this
mean,
day?
I won't say. No, not that.
Oh,
one. Not that one. Not
I ain't
that
crossing no lines. we ain't crossing no lines here.
But-
Okay.
Not that gang life.
Yeah, not that. But like, I was just never meant for that.
That wasn't meant
Oh, yeah.
for
It
him.
was around me. There's so many times when I could have got into trouble.
Can you
but
picture him
I
like
just-
hood?
No.
Yeah.
No, right?
Dude,
Way
I
too
can't.
soft.
dude, I'll never forget. Like, where you grew up in Hollister, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because I talk to my friends that are older now, and we don't realize on how crazy it was growing up over there.
I feel like I don't know. I knew people that were like gang affiliated and shit,
Yeah.
or people that are still homies, or even my older cousins that knew the bigger heads and shit. So I already felt like, well, if someone wanted to threaten me from whoever it was, if I give them a name, they'll find out and
Yeah.
squash it.
Yeah.
You know, I never really had that problem. And then back then when I was training and, I was still 18 at the time, I wasn't driving. So I'd walk to the gym across town and I'd have to cut through one of the hood parts to get there. And I never had a problem. You know, it's whether I knew someone from school or like, oh, what's up, Jay? How you doing? I'm just walking, gym bag and shit. Just mind my own business.
Yeah.
Never had a problem. But when it did come to confrontations, gang related or not, I was ready to just back my shit up. Like today, how I told you what happened
Yeah,
today. I was
yeah.
just like, what are you doing? Like, you got something to do, Like, what the fuck?
See, I was never like that. I was exact
Do
opposite.
you guys think that people will ever grow out of that? You think just because they're stuck in the life that they have,
I think it's
the
a,
gang life
it's a
that
pride
they feel
thing.
like they have to.
It's
do
not really
it?
a pride thing.
Like I know my shit. Like my cousins, a couple of my cousins to this day are still like, I know. And I can say like, oh, I know people that will back me up. Maybe you're not gang affiliated, but it's still part of you that says like, well, I know people what's up.
Yeah.
But people that are like highly into that shit, I'm not sure.
But I'm
think
saying,
about-
like, as people get older, like, because you're not going to be 50 still, like, what happened with you today at the fucking Circle K. You know,
Yeah.
somebody, like, comes a point where you're at an age, and, are you still going to be doing that?
I feel it's more of like how you mentioned earlier, the OG shit.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
OG shit.
The older guys that are in it, if they're actually doing something with their life, right?
Yeah.
They're not like that. They're not trying.
Or
to
it's whether they've been there,
They're-
done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah.
Because I met a couple of OGs. One
They're
of them
still down.
Yeah,
but
they're still
not,
like don't push their buttons. Like don't make them like see, all right, this is my third strike. You make like baby boy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to not go back, but it's like I'm trying to be a better person. Of course the hood part's gonna come back.
Yeah.
I feel like I met a couple people that were OGs. Older parents. Their children are like almost my age.
Yeah.
And they were training at my gym over there, and they were never like that. They were more of like you just knew they were OGs, but they wouldn't be like a hothead.
Yeah.
I feel like the hotheads are the ones that are the problems
Yeah.
when it comes to that kind of shit, because you'll have people that are just,
Ooh, I got a story off air that I gotta tell you.
lay it out, lay it out.
No,
Here
I
we go.
can't,
No?
I can't, no. I'll tell- About
Another-
a-
Go ahead. You're already in
Tell
too
it
deep.
after.
No,
Tell
I'll
it
tell you that.
after.
I can't.
I don't know
no.
what it is,
I
but tell
don't-
it after.
I'll say it.
Edit.
But,
Huh.
but I don't know how we got on that, but no, it is. It's not really growing out of it. It's because everybody wants to be in a group, right? I mean, that's why we started martial arts.
Yeah.
Because it's a family orientated thing, right?
Yeah.
So if we didn't have martial arts or sports in general, if we didn't have sports, I mean everything's a gang, right? It's just how you put it. Like you see people in MAGA hats, like they're like, oh, this is my family. They do it because they want to be in a family, right? They feel connection. People go to gangs because they feel connection, right? We do martial arts without even knowing there's a connection, though. You see a martial artist, you're like, hey, what's up, dude? Like, that's cool. You train? You fought before? Like, anybody that's fought before, you respect them, right?
Yeah. If you knew like how do you say like when I got into like training more like that, like when I got into like my, going to Main Street,
Yeah.
and it's whether you knew the gyms that like now that you're saying like gang wise, the gyms
Yeah.
that were family and the gyms that weren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like this gym. We've 3 of our fighters fought them already, and there's already beef or
Yeah.
something.
There's been a couple times where we've gone to PKBs and
they know your gyms and they're like, oh, or right or
People would, like, the way people act, like, not, I don't know how to say it, like, it's kids fighting, and they're like, fucking punch him, kick him, fuck him up, like, they're yelling like that, and they're,
bro.
but you know what I mean, like, we've been to those, tell me we haven't.
no,
Fucking
they're
drunk,
there.
aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Drunk.
No, it's not. I mean, it's still like that at fights too. I mean,
Yeah, but these are
Jacob was
these-
yelling overhand right.
No. You know,
Yeah, no, but I'm saying
But
these
that was
are
actual-
these are kids though. These
yeah.
are kids that
Dude, it's
that
like
shouldn't be
10-year-old kids.
yeah, like that shouldn't be hearing that. They should get more like, okay, you're doing good. Let's use this or something. But
Or
they're
technique.
yeah,
not just,
technique. But
not
they're more
just,
like
you're doing good and you're getting beat up.
nah, no. But I'm saying yeah, basically I'm trying to say technique. Like
Yeah.
someone should be yelling at out techniques, things that they should be doing instead of saying, yeah, fuck them up, yeah, do this, yeah, you know, like because we've gone to fight PKBs and there's been like parents, coaches, and you know, like shit like that, and you're
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Now,
is
once
going on
once the
over
gyms are known,
there?
you're worried about them. Wait till you see like the other students. Like if it's a gym that you know you're not getting like you have a how do you say it, like you're not getting not that you're not getting along with, but they're like a rival
Yeah.
gym. That's when you know the other students don't need to know you. They just know you're a student of that gym. You know, and that's where the shit starts.
Yeah.
I my third fight was against Santa Cruz. I forgot the name of the gym, but they were a family gym. Like they were a part of us. Like we were cool. So when it came down to like meeting up and shit, and I'm just like talking to their coach, you know, because that's their dude. I was gonna go train over there just to go hang out with them, you know, get to just learn whatever they got.
Yeah.
I never did, but it came to a time where I had to fight one of their students. So and I go to the coach like, you know, well. No, I went respectfully too, like, you know, I'm sorry it's going, you know, I didn't match us up. I didn't match us up, like, pointing at both of them. I didn't match us up. It's cool, you know, but, you know, it was like a good, friendly, like, thing. Like, you could just tell by the coaches, too, like, even when I won, they're just like, you know, it was good. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you did good, dude. Like, you know, there's no problems there.
Yeah.
But when it came to, what gym was there? There was one gym that we knew we didn't have. It was a wrestling gym. That's what they were known for. In San Jose, and we fought against them a good few times to where it was not a rival thing, but you knew like
We gotta beat them.
Yeah, we gotta beat them.
Yeah.
You know,
And there's I don't know. There's certain coaches where I see at like things, and I'm like, dude,
You shouldn't be
you
coaching.
shouldn't be coaching. Like,
yeah.
if you're saying hit him,
Fuck him up.
fuck him up, go forward.
No, when you hear him
like,
say the shot's there, well, and then you're on the side like, well, what shot? I'm not seeing like can you point it out
like a punch or like
Yeah,
a
like,
kick
be
or
specific,
like, what, an
like-
elbow? Like what do you want?
yeah, like,
But it's crazy because like you'll even hear it in pros, like pro fights. Like we went, people think. See, that's the thing with fighting. Like people think it's like NFL pro, right? Like when you say professional, you think NFL professional. You think NBA professional. Like it took years to get there. No, Raquel can be a professional fighter today if she
all I
wanted.
have to do is just sign
I
it.
don't want
Yeah,
to.
you know what I mean? Like, so we went to a fight. Dude, this guy was super out of shape. Do you know what I'm talking about? The boxing match. Both guys were like 50,
Oh my god.
both guys were like 50 years old. The one guy had no fights. The other guy had like 4 fights.
One
and
was like
Dude, when I say beer belly,
beer.
I'm talking
no
about
lie,
beer
no
belly.
lie.
Dude, first minute.
He got like hit in. Somebody got hit in the stomach, and then they were done.
Dude,
They were
first
done.
minute got a hook to the stomach. Just woof. It wasn't even a liver shot. It was straight down the middle.
He
Yeah.
threw up.
Not threw up, just fell to the
Oh,
ground
I was
and
gonna
gave
Yeah.
up.
say fuck.
It wasn't a liver shot where you know how a liver shot you just drop, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, it was
No.
just straight down the middle, all gut, like, and he just like, I can't
Yeah.
do it. Dude, but people don't realize
And
that.
then he
like,
retired.
No, the guy that won retired. The guy that won retired.
That
That was his title. Like, yeah, I won my first fight. I'm done.
Actually, the guy that
Retire
the guy
undefeated.
that won didn't have 4 fights. He had a lot of fights.
Oh, okay,
And I
okay.
actually respected him because it was like cool because he went through all that and see, fuck, I got so
Hey,
much.
you're going too much into this.
I'm
It
about
gets
to
deep.
end-
It
yeah.
gets deep.
No.
I got so much passion for martial artists, right? Because you spend your whole entire life like training, especially like the hardcore ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
The hardcore ones that go pro, put their whole entire life into it, but they never make it to the big show.
Mm-hmm.
But they literally have years of experience of learning martial arts, which is considered like a master's degree in college, say if you're going after science. If you have all those years, like you're literally going to be making, if you hustle right, you're literally going to be making like $100,000 a year. But someone that gets clipped 4 times and they don't make it big, or they win 3, lose 1, win 2, lose 1, win 4, lose 2. You know what I mean? They don't make it big, and those guys just get pushed to the side, right? I in my mind, I feel like they should get paid a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it doesn't happen.
It's just the way that.
You're not gonna get paid a lot of money. Just
I'm not saying me. Like, do I have something in the works to like help those people out? Maybe.
You meet that one person that's a gem, and you're just like, hey, I could teach this guy and bring him up, and it's like, it's crazy how that shit goes, cause like.
Most of the time, the good coaches are the guys that didn't have a good record, huh? Or some coaches didn't even fight.
Yeah.
Like Willink, the guy from John Jones' coach.
Oh yeah, Jackson.
Jackson, not Willink. Jackson. He didn't fight, right?
I don't know if he had a kickboxing record. I think he might have had a kickboxing record, but like when it came to kickboxing back then, like my coach had a kickboxing record.
Yeah.
And it's like he didn't go MMA, but he knew enough, knew enough to. Okay, how do you say it? Like when you have a jiu-jitsu coach, he found someone to bring in with their own record, and even if they didn't go pro, whether it was UFC, like he's been in MMA fights, but he never went like to the like you said, the big show.
Yeah.
Didn't need that, but as long as they had the knowledge that they knew, I learned a lot of shit from that shit from just himself. His name was Mike, and he had like he didn't need a title, or he won a lot of Naga tournaments, but he didn't need like the biggest rep. Like, oh well, he fought in the UFC, so I want to train with him. You don't need to go through that. If you got belts and your stand up, you're in someone that knows how to use angles and shit. Just anything that you can use.
Yeah.
Like,
or not even having the experience, knowing technique, knowing the technique, right, and then knowing your fighter.
Yeah.
Like Coach Amber, she doesn't have like pro fights, but she really dives into it, right? She really dives into it, which makes a good coach. Like any coach that's a good coach is gonna dive into it, put 100% effort, do things that people wouldn't even do, like a professional coach, a professional fighter that becomes a coach probably doesn't do, because they're like, you just gotta be good at it because they were good at it, right? I don't know.
No, I see exactly what you mean. Yeah. That's why, like, when you have other...
Might be drunk right now.
No.
Yeah.
No, like, even, like, when you have other fighters come in, like when Gloria comes in, it's like, she's still learning, and she's been doing it for you. Like, when I first saw Gloria come in and do her, like, just pad work, I'm like, she's really fucking good. Yeah. And I was like, fuck, when sparring her, and then we were partners and shit one time, I'm just like, oh shit, like, shout out. No. But it's just like, I was like, you know your stuff. And, even when I came in and I did the first class, and Eric was like, where the fuck did you come from, kind of thing. And I'm out of shape. I'm like, no, I'm better now than I was back then when I first did the class. But I was trying to give it all I got to show, like, hey, I know my stuff.
Hey, he stayed
not
for conditioning today.
I did. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow. If you don't see me tomorrow, that's probably why. But I'm trying. Yeah. But no, Eric told Coach Amber, like, where the fuck he come from? Because I was just doing switch. Everything's just nature. But I have the energy to do it, and then 3 or 4 reps later, okay, I'm done. I'm kind of thing. Like, I did what I could. Yeah. But then it's like, I just want, I'll let it be known, like, hey, I know my stuff too. I can do stuff. And yeah, I'm still learning. I'm learning stuff too. And I was showing Gloria today, because when we get into the tie clinch, the
She's
cross.
Never done clinch.
And even with me, I did a lot of that.
She fought a Muay Thai fight.
Never did it. She had the Taekwondo in that.
She keep her distance.
But when it came to clinching, even myself, I worked a lot of clinching back in my day, and even when we clinch real good and we're flowing. Mm-hmm. But when it came to the tie clinch, if I get stuck there back then, even in my day, they're gonna throw knees, so I'll let them throw a knee, I'll block it, and then throw a punch after. Because in MMA fights, I'm gonna do something to get me out of it. In my first fight, you'll see me struggling in the second round, for a bit with the tie clinch a little bit. And when it came to the fucking crossface, I'm like, why the fuck did I not think about that back then? I do it now. We do it to each other, you know. And I was telling Gloria that earlier today when we were doing clinching. I'm like, just throw it here. This is what I did. This is what I just learned. I'm still learning. I said, told her specifically, I'm still learning it. But here, boom, just cross it, and you're gonna break me off. And yeah,
But even if you're not fighting, you're always gonna try.
always.
It's just, it is what it is.
If I know, like, hey, I'm back in my 100s weight, I'll think about it. But until then, I'm just learning, and I'll just push myself. It's fun.
Dude, it's fun, and you're learning.
My body can do it. As long as my body can do it, I'm having fun.
Well, we didn't talk about movies at all.
A little bit. We had little references.
I was like, all right, we're going to talk about movies today. I don't know. We talked about a whole lot of shit.
A lot of good subjects, you know.
There's
a lot of good subjects.
But Los Banos movie theater
opening up. Be there Friday.
Friday.
What's
this
today's
Friday.
date?
Today's the 14th, I believe.
16th. October 16th.
There
This
you
is
go.
actually going to drop Friday. I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I'm going to do a video tomorrow promoting the theater. I mean, with...
Just tag
Yeah,
them.
that seems
You
a
follow-
little weird that you...
They don't even know I'm doing this.
I know.
No, him, he's like promoting it, but doesn't drop till Friday, so no one's gonna see this or hear it.
Oh, not early.
Till
If you
Friday.
do it by like noon or whatever,
We
people,
drop
you know,
it
you got all
Thursday
day.
night.
And then I'm gonna do a video tomorrow. Like I'm gonna blast it all over Facebook and Instagram. So
Yeah, because I don't know. However you want. Do you follow their Instagram page or not?
I didn't even know they had an Instagram.
He set
They
it
just
up,
made
didn't-
it. No, they
oh.
did. Yeah, whatever they
Oh,
run
okay,
on,
okay.
whatever they're running. Yeah, I just share what they post.
Drop their Instagram.
But look on. Here, let me see. I'll send it to you right now.
Drop it.
Fuck
Cinema
it.
premiere.
But here,
Los Banos.
Los Banos.
I'll send you like a poster there so you can
Yeah,
follow.
follow our sponsor, La Gloria Panderia 1978 on
Dude,
Instagram,
and that food, I haven't tried it yet. I saw you pull up, and then they dropped that food and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up. I gotta get me some fucking.
Who dropped
Some
off
pan.
food?
No, when you pulled up got bread from her, right? Or no? Cause she came up to the truck or whatever and dropped
Oh
off.
no, that was I
When?
think we post a bunch of shit, dude,
What are you talking about?
on our story about Eva getting the bread.
Oh.
Oh no,
Went to go pick
our
up a
sister,
cake.
our sister-in-law.
Oh,
Our sister-in-law
okay.
Picked it up and
Okay.
we reposted it. Shout out to
Oh,
Let.
my sister, yeah.
Hey Let, if you're listening, you're probably my favorite sister-in-law. Don't tell anybody, all right?
Don't worry, none of your sisters listen to you right
Yeah.
now, so.
Give it 2 days. Let's see. There you go.
Yeah, guys. So go and follow us on The Hassle of Hair on Instagram. Go and follow me at Jesse the Hassle Diaz. Follow my wife, Don't Hassle Me on Instagram. And yeah, then Jacob just sent me it's called Premiere_Cinemas on Instagram. Go follow them, guys. They're opening Friday. Check out.
Today. They're opening today,
today,
guys.
Sorry, today. We filmed this today, or videoed this today. But yeah, go check them out. I'll be doing a reel or something tomorrow to shout them out. But yeah, and
Have
Love
a
you
good
guys.
Friday. Have a good weekend.
Happy October, Halloween.
yeah, I know. We were supposed to talk about movies. Sorry, guys. We talked about a whole different shit. Mostly about Mexico.
A lot of shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Love you guys.
It's good.